Greetings. I am the highest indescribable temple, and I greet you with love and kindness. In this time, it is very important that we follow our inner guidance, because the outside in this time is extremely corrupted. Everything is extremely corrupted. Like me personally, I do not seek validation or guidance from the outside, because there's nothing for me out there. It's all in here. It's all deep inside this temple. And we will be tested. Oh yes. We will be tested in every possible way that one can be tested. We are always under judgment, because life in itself is judgment. It is judgment day. Everything is karma. Me making these videos are karma. Me breathing is karma. Everything is karma. So we are always under judgment. That is very important to know. I will use these cards to help me stay in the flow. Right. So in this moment, it's important to be aware, just to be. I have justice. This is Libra. Knowledge, creating knowledge. It in like with the other elements, in most cases when it comes to knowledge, it's like knowledge is very corruptive in its quality, because it depends on the being that the knowledge is given to, and it's the same with emotions and action and all these things. If this knowledge is delivered into the wrong hands, that knowledge becomes a weapon. That is what it makes me think of, this Libran card. Everything in the hands of a toxic person will become a weapon, because they will weaponize anything. But knowledge in itself is very corruptive. And one that does not understand this fact, they are judged to fall into ignorance. Most people live in ignorance of what they are doing. And Therefore I tell you, do not be like them. Knowledge, I would say, knowledge is good if you are, if you're sick. If you are sick, knowledge about the body can help you repair the body. But if you are not sick, this is my thoughts. If you are not sick, then knowledge is somewhat useless, because it's like assisting wheels on a bike knowledge. That's how I would say it. The energy I'm standing in is wisdom, and that is unexplainable. Wisdom is just, this knowing of interconnectedness. That is wisdom. Wisdom is like, in my present understanding, cannot be used as a weapon, because as soon as you take wisdom out of context, it disappears. The meaning disappears. So that's the difference between wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge can be misused. It can be used for good, it can be used for evil. But wisdom, that is eternal. Wisdom belongs to the highest and cannot be taken out of context, or it will dissolve. So I drew this King of Pentacles. Like, something I've been thinking about today is like, you can choose to stay clean, and seek all the wisdom inside, this eternal bliss. You can live through eternal bliss for eternity by seeking it from the inside. And you can go outside and seek for eternity to never find it. You can read millions and billions of books. You can travel the world. Like, you can meet all the people that you want to meet. But in the end, if you do not have that wisdom inside of you, no amount of experience will lead you to wisdom. Will lead you to wisdom. So the materialists, let's just say this can be a symbol of the materialists. They can seek outside of themselves for eternity to find nothing, that they can never be satisfied with what they have or what they are, because that is how the senses work. They cannot be satisfied. That's impossible. And if you tell me that you can satisfy yourself, you are a liar, And that's not satisfaction you're talking about. That is being disgusted with how much you have, taken in of this world. You can get too much of something, that's true, but you cannot satisfy the senses. That is impossible. You can reach the point where you have had too much. There's not this middle thing. It doesn't exist. Either you want more or you don't want it at all. Like you want to get away from it. It's either or. There's not a middle way where you are satisfied and you live in peace. It's like then you would have to be dead. There is movement in stillness, and there is stillness in movement, like the yin yang symbol. Like you can't just be. Okay, that makes no sense. I'm getting off topic. I was saying you cannot satisfy the senses. They will always want more unless you have had too much. Then you just want it to go away. And that is true. That is knowledge. That the senses will always want more. And that's natural. That is natural for us. That is how we are designed, which makes us, want to live, want to explore, wanting to eat, wanting to drink, these things. So what I do not eat for satisfaction. I eat for health. Because I know I cannot satisfy my need to eat. If I try to satisfy myself by eating, I would explode or I would puke it all up. Like I would destroy my organs because I'm like a dog at that point. I don't have this stopping button. It doesn't exist in my world. So I would just keep eating until like my stomach is about to explode. And then I would feel, okay, I've had enough. But I'm still hungry. So I'm not able to satisfy that need, that desire. So through that, I have learned that I need to stop before, that I should not try and satisfy my need to eat. I should just eat till, through experience, I've just learned where my boundaries are, like how much I should eat before I start getting full. That I've learned through experience. So that's my gift from me to you, that you cannot satisfy your needs, and therefore you shouldn't try to satisfy your needs. It's like I have also thought about this wanting comfort in life, especially as a man. Me seeking comfort is like a never-ending search, because I will never ever find a place in this world where I can just stay comfortable. you know, that doesn't exist, you know. So I will always be disappointed if I'm always longing for comfort, because the comfort in a permanent state, it does not exist in this physical world. There will always be a switch between being comfortable and not comfortable, you know. There will always be a switch between movement and stillness. It will always be there. So me seeking that would be constant dissatisfaction. Or I would constantly be, what do you call it? Disappointed. That's the word. And I think these are lessons in this time of Aquarius, for us to be able to evolve as a collective. We would need to live with not trying to satisfy ourselves. Like we can tend, is that the word, tend to our needs, because that's why it's called needs. We need them, but we cannot satisfy them. We can, like, the reason why I eat is so I can have a physical, active life. That's why I eat. Like, that's the core of it. I do not eat because I enjoy it. I enjoy eating, but that's not the reason why I do it. I do it so I can have an active life. Like I eat so I can build muscle, you know, so I can protect myself. I eat so I can work, so I can make money, so I can, you know, get the things I want and, you know, create a family. That's why I eat. I do not eat for satisfaction, and you shouldn't neither do that if you wanna free yourself from karma. Is that the message for today? Let me see. Yeah. I have Ace of Pentacles, so this is a gift, you know, and the Chariot. This opportunity to eat is a gift. It's a blessing. So what are you doing with this blessing? Are you trying to satisfy your needs, or are you using it as a footstool to your success, to being, you know? Is it a part of your daily life in order to do what you're meant to do, or are you just doing it to try to satisfy yourself? There's a big difference here. Like we have this black and white, these two. This is Cancer. So this is a message for today. the guide says that there is more. So I will pull some more cards. Love is all there is. The highest gave himself a free will to do whatever he wanted to do. And his actions have consequences. And that is called karma. Justice. Like we have Libra here. I just got the 8 of Pentacles. That is Virgo energy. And that just makes me think of, like, you know, this card depicts something, but you know, I'm thinking more symbolically about the number 8, the earth element, and the star sign. So the picture doesn't really, it has another message. Virgo, is it necessary? That's what I think all the time. I know other people are thinking different, but I ask myself always, is it necessary? What is it necessary for? You know, to completely detach from everything, it would be necessary to let go of everything, you know, eating, everything. For that it is necessary. But if I want to work, it would be necessary for me to eat. Or I wouldn't have that energy to work. So you can ask, like, in order for you to do what you have to do, what is necessary? That would be the cleanest way to do it. Like, if you want to achieve great success and build a huge business, a lot of money would be necessary. If I want to help a community of people, a lot of money would be necessary. You know. But just wanting to satisfy myself, like I said before, all the money in the world would not be able to do it. Because it's not possible. I cannot satisfy my needs. That's why it would be unnecessary to have a lot of money, to try to satisfy what cannot be satisfied. So this is my message. I'm guided to pull one more. That was quick. So this is Aquarius. I'm told not to show the card because the card is misguiding, like the picture in the card. 7 of Swords. It's about belief. You know, most people in this time, they are very factual. they work with facts. I'm a very idealistic person. I use ideals a lot. And ideals are not always, the most effective when it comes to making money. But they set the bar of what is and what is not. So some of the things, they might not make sense in your world, but it is truth. Truth does not always make sense unless it's manifested, because truth is beyond this material world. Yes, and I will close out this video now. Thank you for watching. If you've come this far, please remember to like and subscribe if you're interested in this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.